So, Arif, remember our previous discussion on control plane and data plane
Data. Yeah.
and SP3 architecture?
Yeah.
So, SP3 is what? It's called single path
Hmm.
parallel processing, right? If Firewall is using, Palo Alto Firewall is using SP3 architecture to forward the traffic. So, we have two different plane, control plane and data plane. In data plane, we have three separate processor, right?
Yeah.
Signature match processor, multi-core
Network.
security processor, and networking processor. Okay, so let's continue our topic now. Wait. Ajit, if you want to set up your lab on your
Yeah.
laptop, so I can help you on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday
Okay.
I can
Sure.
help you to set up the lab.
Okay.
Try to download all the files. Okay,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
we can set up on Wednesday.
In this lab, we
Mhm.
have the license stuffs will work, or we have to do
No,
it on
no, no. You don't have.
AWS.
It's a testing scenario. Okay,
Okay.
so you can do all kind of configuration. But for some testing, for example, let me tell you. For example, if you talk about content
Yeah.
ID, URL filtering, verification, so you cannot do verification because you need a proper license. Okay. For
Okay.
example, to utilize or to verify your antivirus profile is working or not, you need a proper license. I will tell you,
Okay.
a license
Okay.
is required. We'll discuss about the license. Okay.
Mm.
So, but for example, high availability, VPN configuration, and for other configuration, license is not required for NAT
Okay.
policy, security policy, and other. But yes, to utilize next generation firewall features, you need a proper license. Okay,
Okay.
we'll discuss in detail about the license. Okay,
Okay.
now, okay, I hope this option is clear. I think control plane, data plane, this
Yeah.
topic discussion, the slide discussion.
Yeah. I got it. This.
Now we can continue the next concept. So the next concept we can discuss about the packet flow.
Mhm.
So right now I'm giving you the basic idea, okay, basic idea about the packet flow, but you can see here we will discuss in detail. Let me show you. We'll discuss in detail about packet flow. So this is wait. So this is complete packet flow diagram, okay, for Palo Alto
Okay.
Firewall. How traffic is traveling, what is a slow path concept, what is fast path concept. We'll discuss both options. But
Mhm.
right now, I'm giving you the basic idea. I'm giving you the basic idea about the packet flow. So see, so how traffic is traveling through the Palo Alto firewall box. For example, this is complete firewall device.
Mhm.
It's a firewall device. And now, if any traffic is going to hit, if any traffic is going to hit onto ingress interface, for example, ingress
Mhm.
interface. Uh, wait, Adit, please wait 1 minute. Okay,
Yeah.
Adit,
Sure. Sure.
1 minute. Hello, Ajit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
let's start our discussion. So now,
Okay.
so let's talk about Palo Alto firewall packet flow. So when traffic is going to hit on any ingress interface, okay, for example, this is ingress interface, okay.
Mhm.
So if traffic is going to hit on any ingress interface, then Palo Alto firewall box, it will do first initial packet processing. Firewall will do. It's called initial packet processing, and initial packet processing, firewall will identify the source zone information. For example, here we have a Palo Alto firewall box, and traffic is trying to travel from LAN side, LAN zone to WAN zone. I told you Palo Alto is a zone-based firewall box, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to allow traffic from one zone to another zone, you need to create security policy. So now, in initial packet processing, Palo Alto is trying to identify, you can say. source zone information. Traffic is coming from which zone? Okay, what is source zone? What is source address information? What is source user information? So firewall is trying to identify source zone, source address, and source user information. For example, this inside machine, this 192.168.10.10. This inside machine is trying to communicate with 8.8.8. So as per our task right now, source is 192.168.10.10, right? And source zone
Yeah.
is LAN zone. So firewall will identify source zone and source address information. After that, for destination, so this inside machine, this inside machine, he's trying to communicate with 8.8.8. So based on your request, so this traffic will go and hit onto the firewall box. Now firewall will verify, will check his routing table. Okay,
Okay.
in case if you want to go on 8.8.8, so firewall will check his routing table. Is there any entry available in my routing table for this particular destination? Okay, so firewall will check his routing table to go onto this destination. He will check the entry. So it will check forwarding lookup, or you can say routing table, or it will check policy based forwarding. Clear my point, Ajit?
Yeah.
So based on your routing table, firewall can identify, okay, you want to go on 8.8.8? Yes, this is exit interface. For 8.8.8, this is exit interface. And this interface is participating in a zone. And this zone is called
One zone.
LAN zone. So now based on your forwarding lookup or policy based forwarding, right now I'm giving you the basic idea. Okay, it's
Yeah.
not in detail, Ajit. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
it's not in detail. Okay, when
Yeah.
we discuss packet flow in detail, we'll discuss more about it. Okay, but right now I'm giving
Okay.
you basic. So now based on our forwarding table, forwarding lookup or policy based forwarding, firewall can identify, okay, you want to go on 8.8.8? Yes, I have a exit interface for this particular destination. So exit interface is this fast Ethernet 0/1, and this interface is a part of WAN zone.
One zone.
So now firewall can identify
The zone. Destination zone.
destination zone. So now firewall has the information. Okay, traffic flow is what? Traffic is trying to travel from LAN to.
One.
So firewall can identify source zone, destination zone. Okay, so based on your source zone and destination zone, like based on your LAN and WAN, firewall is trying to identify the NAT policy because traffic is traveling from private to public, right? So
Okay.
we need translation. So traffic is trying to travel from LAN to WAN. So firewall is trying to verify, is there any NAT entry available? So it will NAT policy evaluate it. It will verify the NAT policy based on your traffic flow. Next
Okay.
process, next it will do security pre-policy. In security pre-policy, Palo Alto Firewall box will check what allowed ports are there. Is there any ports are allowed? So if ports are allowed and traffic is trying to travel through the firewall box, then firewall will create a session. If traffic is
Okay.
trying to travel, now uh, Palo Alto is a what? It's a stateful firewall device, right? So if
Yeah.
any traffic is traveling through the firewall box, firewall will maintain the state of connection in connection table or in session table, you can say. So it will create a session. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about right now. I'm not talking about what is decryption policy, what is app ID concept, what is security profile. Right now, I'm not discussing about these options. Okay,
Okay.
I'm giving you the basic idea about the packet flow. I'm giving you the basic idea. So here, firewall will create a session. Now, if traffic is trying to travel, now firewall will create a session. And now, based on your packet flow, based on your traffic is LAN, traffic source zone is LAN, and destination zone is WAN. So based on your source zone and destination zone information, firewall will identify the NAT, then it will apply the NAT rule, and then forward the traffic to the egress interface. Clear my point?
Oh, yeah.
So we are not talking about these options right now. These options right now. Okay. We are
Mm.
talking about the basic concept. So if any
Okay.
traffic is going to hit onto the firewall box, firewall will check source zone
So
information,
it's
destination zone information. If there is any NAT policy is available for this source zone and destination zone, it will apply the NAT. Remember, I told you we have two type of NAT: source NAT and destination NAT.
destination.
So based on your source and destination zone information. Firewall will check NAT policy. If there is a NAT rule, it will apply the NAT and then forward the traffic to the egress interface. Clear now my point?
Yeah.
Basic packet
So
flow. Yes.
So
Yes.
before checking the security policy, is look for the NAT policy, right?
Yes. NAT policy. It will check the NAT policy.
Check policy. Then you will go to security policy.
Yes.
Then you will go to egress interface.
Egress interface. Yes. Clear now?
Yeah.
Now, wait. So this is the basic packet flow. Now we can, let's now in case, okay, now in case if I'm trying to configure Palo Alto Firewall box. So here we have Palo Alto Firewall box. This is Palo Alto Firewall box, and here this port, wait. So this port I'm using as a management port. So what I can do, I can connect my management PC. I can connect my management PC with this management port, and by default we have IP address 192.168.1.1. Username is admin, password is admin. It's a default.
Okay.
Username is admin and password is admin. So by default we have IP address on management port 192.168.1.1. But in case if you don't have, so I can show you how to configure IP address on management port. Clear my point?
Yeah.
So let's discuss basic option. So here we have a small topology. You can see for basic implementation, here we have a small topology, one Palo Alto Firewall box and one management PC into this topology. So this is what MGMT PC. Clear my point?
Yeah.
And this is management port. So that this PC is connected with this management port. And if you remember, by default, three services are allowed. HTTP,
SSH,
HTTPS, right? HTTPS, SSH, and what? Ping. Right? These three services are enabled by default on management port. So now let's try to access. This is a new Palo Alto Firewall box. So if you can double click and you can take a console. This is console page, okay? This is console. It's not SSH. So this is console. Now here you can type username. So default username is admin and password is what? Admin. So you can press enter. Now you are in Palo Alto Firewall box. You are in Palo Alto Firewall box, and it's same like a user EXEC mode. If you remember Cisco, so it's the same, right? User EXEC mode.
Yeah.
Ajit. Now here we can type multiple command. If you type question mark here, you can see multiple commands are there. So right now let's verify some basic thing. Like for example, I want to verify IP address on management interface. So command is show interface management. Let's verify IP address configuration on management port, show interface management. So you can see to this interface, there is no any IP address, right?
Yeah.
IP address is unknown, mask is unknown, gateway is no, IPv6 unknown. So right now there is no any IP address on management port. So what we can do, let's try to configure IP address on management port. So to configure anything, you can go in configuration mode.
Okay.
For configuration mode, you can type configure command, you can press enter. Now you are in configuration mode. Now here you can use set command. Set device config, system type static. Why static? Because by default, DHCP service is enabled onto this management port. So if you connect your management port with any DHCP server, it can get IP address automatically.
Okay.
But right now I'm trying to configure IP address statically manually. So that's why I'm using mode static. So set device config, system type static. You can press enter because I want to configure IP address statically. Now let's configure IP address. So set device config, system IP address. So into this topology right now I'm using 199.199.199.1 and mask net mask 255.255.255.0. Done. You can press enter.
Okay.
Now remember always, whenever you configure anything in Palo Alto Firewall box, so to save your configuration or to live your configuration, you can use commit command here.
Commit. Okay.
Like in case if you are working with Fortinet, so in Fortinet you can use end command to save your configuration. Okay, in Cisco we are using WR command, right? In Juniper
Okay.
we are using commit command. In Palo Alto we are using commit command to
Commit.
live our configuration or to save our configuration. Commit.
Okay.
This will take time. This will take time. So let's verify IP address information onto this management port. Management port. So here we have a management PC. Wait, this is console. This will take time. So we can verify IP address information here. IP config. So I'm using same series of IP. You can see I'm using 199.199.199.10, right?
Then okay.
So we can verify our connectivity. You can see here we are getting progress report. You can see 55%, 75. Now we are getting a message. Configuration committed successfully. Now you can verify before access or before try to ping. You can verify IP address information. You can type exit here, show interface management command. And now this time you can verify IP address information. We are using 199.199.199.1 and mask, right?
Yeah.
Ajit. Now, if we have IP address, so I'm trying to verify my connectivity from this management PC. So ping 199, 199, 199, 199, 199.1. And yes, we are getting reply because by default ping service is enabled. Ajit,
Yeah.
you are getting reply, so you can open any
So
browser. You can open any browser. For example, I'm using Google Chrome, so you can type here 199. You can type here 199, 199, 199.1. HTTPS 199, 199, 199.1. You can click on advanced. You can click on proceed. And this is our login page, graphical page to access this Palo Alto Firewall box. So default username, remember default username admin,
admin.
and password is admin.
Admin.
If you are trying to log in with default username and password, so you are getting a warning page here, a warning page. Okay, your device is still configured with default admin account credential. Try to change. So we can change later. Okay, no problem. But we are getting a warning page. Okay, you have to change your password because you are trying to log in with default username and password.
Okay.
So this is console page and this is graphical page. So before start our discussion about graphical page, let's use some command, basic command onto this CLI option. Okay. So in case if you want to reset your firewall box, if you want to go for factory default settings, so you can use a command request system private data reset. So in case if you want to reset your firewall box, you can use this command. I'm not using Ajit, okay? You can use this command in your practice because if I'm trying to reset my firewall box, this will take time, minimum 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So but you can try. You can press enter. It will ask you for yes or no. Do you want to reset or not? You can select yes. You can press enter. It will restart your Palo Alto firewall box. Now, in case, so you can use request system private data reset command to reset your Palo Alto firewall box. Now, in case if you want to shut down, so shut down, so request shutdown system, you can press enter. In case if you want to shut down your Palo Alto firewall box. For restart, you can use request a restart system. You can press enter. Clear this option?
Yeah.
I'm not using, okay? You can use these command in your practice.
Okay.
Now let's go on to the graphical page. So this is a Palo Alto firewall box graphical page, and you can see onto this graphical page we have multiple options, multiple tab here: dashboard, ACC, monitor, policy, object, network, devices. Multiple options are available. Let's start our discussion with dashboard.
Okay.
So dashboard we are using for monitor. Okay, it's a common concept. If you work with any firewall box, like Fortinet, like Cisco FTD, okay, any firewall box, you will get dashboard option. So dashboard we are using for monitoring. Like we can monitor interface bandwidth, we can monitor HS status information, we can monitor system resources, CPU utilization, some general information, some log information. Here we can verify. Okay. So now you can see In dashboard, we have multiple tabs like general information, login, admin. Let's start our discussion with general information. So in general information, you can see you can get device name information. So we have a host name, PAVM. In case if you want to change, I will tell you how to change host name, no problem. But this is the default host name. Management IP address, yes, we are using 199.199.1. Mask, gateway, yes, you can set gateway, you can set IPv6 address. Now you can get MAC address information, model information, serial number right now it's unknown, CPU ID information, software version, global protect version, application version, URL filtering version. So you can get some general information here. Now here we have a system resources. In system resources, you can verify your CPU utilization, like management CPU utilization, data plane CPU utilization. You can verify here. Log in admin, so you can get all administrators information. So yes, to manage this firewall box, we are using admin account, admin. So admin through console. Yes, through this is console page, console. Same administrator is managing through graphical page from this IP address. Yes, we are using 199.199.199.10, right, Ajit?
Yeah.
Now data logs. So if you want to verify data log information right now, no data log available because it's a new firewall box. No traffic is traveling right now. So data log, no data log available. System logs information. Yes, any question?
That's data logs means the user traffic.
Yes, user traffic, data traffic.
Okay.
Now system logs. So all system generated logs, system related logs, you can verify here. Now config logs. If you config something, commit something, you can get config log information, ACC risk factor information. So these options are available. Okay, these default options are available, right? In case if you want to add more information on dashboard, so you can click here. You can click and now you can select, for example, if you select application. So for example, I want to verify top application information. You can click. I want to see top high risk application traveling through the Palo Alto firewall box. You can select. If you click on system, for example, I want to verify interface related information on dashboard. You can add high availability information. If you talk about logs, so I want to verify threat log information, URL filtering log information. So you can add multiple information and you can arrange, for example, a high availability I want here and interface related logs I can verify here. So you can arrange. Clear my point? Now let's go on to the device tab. Let's go on to the device tab.
Okay.
And now you can click on setup. You can click on setup. And here we have a tab. It's called management tab. So here in management tab, you can do some general setting. For example, general setting, okay, banner and message setting, authentication setting. So let's go with the general setting. If you click here, you can see default host name is PAVM, right? You can see default host name is PAVM, right?
Yeah.
In case if you want to change host name, so this is my Palo Alto box 100. So PAVM 100, just a name. Now login banner, you can set a login banner. So welcome to Palo Alto Firewall. Palo Alto Firewall. Now you can change time and zone as per your requirement, date, time, and you can click on OK. So whenever you change anything, you need to click on commit button. See, in graphical page here we have a commit button.
Okay. Commit.
If you are on CLI, so you can go into the configuration mode and here you can type commit to save your configuration. In graphical page here we have a tab, it's called commit. So you can click on commit. You can click on commit option, commit, and you can commit your configuration. So if you commit your configuration, you can see multiple options are available: operations, status, result, progress, detail. So operation is what? Commit, status, right now active, result is pending right now, and progress report right now 0%. And right now there's no any warning message. So you can get some commit status and you can verify commit status information here. So wait. Once it will commit, so we can verify our host name information.
Mhm.
Host name information. So exit. Now you can see host name is
See the
changed now, PAVM 100, right?
and
So here you can see commit status. You can verify again. Wait, let's commit this first. Now we can verify our commit status information. So operation commit status completed now. Result is successful. And now there is no any warning message right now. Now you can click on close. You can click on close. So, okay, wait. Now you can click on interface option. Here is the interface tab. If you click on interface, so for example, I want to change management IP address. So we are using what? We are using 199, 199, 199.1, right? So in case if you want to change IP address, for example, I want to use 10. So you can click on management. You can click on management and you can see we are using static method for IP address configuration. And IP address, yes, we are using 199, 199, 199.1. In case if you want to change, you can change. For example, I want to use 50. Yes, you can. You can set a gateway 199, 199, 199.254. Why gateway is required? Why gateway is required? For example, this here we have a topology on control plane side. We have a topology like this. Okay. This management port is connected with switch. This management PC is connected with switch. And this side, we have a separate internet connectivity. So remember to download latest signature update.
yeah,
Palo Alto box is using by default. By
by
default,
the
it's using control plane option, right?
yeah.
So we need to configure IP address here, mask and gateway information. DNS entry also. Like for example, if this inside machine is trying to communicate with google.com, facebook.com, so this machine is required IP address, right? IP address, mask, gateway, and DNS entry, right? Primary DNS
Yeah.
server entry, secondary DNS server entry. Same, if this Palo Alto box is trying to go on updates.paloaltonetworks.com to download latest signature updates, so it's also required gateway and DNS entry. So for gateway entry, what you can do, see, go gateway entry, you can type here and you can click on OK.
Yeah.
In case if you want to create an entry through CLI option, so if you remember your configuration, let me show you. Remember this CLI, this configuration option?
Yeah. Set
So here
device
in this configuration, you can add default gateway information. Command is default gateway. Wait. 255, 255, 255.0 default gateway. Wait. Oh, sorry, I'm not in configuration mode. Now you can check. So you can type default gateway information. So default gateway 199, 199, 199.254. So you can type, you can press enter. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, so let's configure gateway entry with graphical page. So gateway is what? 199, 199, 199, 254. And remember our services discussion. By default, 3 services are enabled. So these 3 services are enabled by default on management port: HTTPS, SSH, and ping, right? In case if you want to enable any service, any other service, so you can just select checkbox. For example, I want to enable HTTP service. You can just select checkbox and you can click on OK. Here we can define one more information. What? Permitted IP address, or you can say trusted host information. Ajit, for example, only a specific machine or only a specific subnet can manage Palo Alto box. So you can click on add 199, 199, 199.55/32. So only this specific machine can access this Palo Alto firewall box. Ajit, clear my point?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
You can define your trusted host information. So you can enable services, you can add an entry, you can add a gateway information, you can click on OK. Now we can commit our configuration. We can commit. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Please wait 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
2 minutes, then we can continue. Okay, Ajit, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can click on close. You can click on close, and now you can see services is enabled. HTTP service is enabled, right? This time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now if you close this browser, or if you refresh this page, no problem. Or if you close, let's close. Let's close. And if I'm trying to access this graphical page again, so IP address, if you remember, 199.199.199.1. So if I'm trying to access with graphical page, or let's try to verify our connectivity. So I'm trying to ping 199.199.199.1. So I'm not getting any reply, and I cannot access through graphical page. See, I'm facing problem. Why?
Because IP is configured.
Okay, which IP address is allowed?
50, right?
55. Okay, let's check. Let's check. Let's change IP address. Okay, now 50, I think, right? 50 or 55. Let's check. So 50, you can click on OK, you can click on close. And this time, if I'm trying to verify first IP address information, so IP address is 50. And if I'm trying to ping 50 or 55, let
I
me
think 55.
let me check. Wait. 55. Okay. Now we can verify our connectivity. See, we are getting reply.
Yeah.
And now if you refresh this page, so this time you can access and you can verify IP address information here. We are using 199.199.199.55. You can click on
Yeah.
advanced, you can click on proceed. See, login banner. Remember?
Okay.
Welcome to Palo Alto Firewall box. Now you can log in now. So default username is admin, password is admin. So I hope it's clear how to enable any service on management port. Ajit? How to enable any services through graphical page. In case if you want to enable any services through CLI option, then the command is set device config system service.
Correct.
And now if you type question mark, you can get all services information. See, services information. So these options are available. These services are available. So let's try to enable some services through CLI option. Okay. For example, I want to enable telnet service, for example. Let's try to enable telnet service. So you can type here disable telnet. Command is disable telnet. And you can type no. So what is command syntax? Wait. Click on device. And you can click on interfaces. Here, wait. You can see right now these services are available, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to enable telnet service. So set device config system service, disable telnet. No. You can press enter. And now whenever you configure anything, you can use commit command. Clear this command syntax. You can use set device config system service. And now you can select services information and you can type no. Clear?
Yeah.
If you want to verify services information, what services are enabled through CLI, so command is show device config service. Let me show you. So to verify services information, you can use this command, show device config system service. Okay.
Okay.
Are you clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So let's verify telnet service.
So which are the services like SSH, ping, HTTPS, those kind of services, right? Only for those kind or
Yes, these services are enabled by default. Okay.
okay.
Rest you can enable as per your requirement.
Okay.
Like for example, now telnet service is enabled as per our command syntax. Telnet
No,
service is
the
enabled.
command is showed now.
Yes. So yes, we can refresh our page. Wait. You can refresh this page and then you can get service information. See now this time
Telnet is
telnet service. You can try also. Okay. In case if you want to manage this Palo Alto Firewall box through telnet, so yes, you can try. Putty application telnet IP address is 199.199.199.1. See, login banner
okay.
and welcome page. So username admin, password we are using admin. Done. See, you can access through telnet. Clear, Jeet?
Yeah.
Now let's go on to the slide. So how to enable services? I hope it's clear. Now we can focus on two type of configuration. In Palo Alto, we have two type of configuration. The first one is it's called candidate configuration, and second option you have a running configuration. So what is candidate configuration? Remember in Cisco routers, we have two type of configuration, startup configuration and running configuration.
Running. Yeah.
Okay, so here in Palo Alto, we have two type of configuration. It's called candidate configuration and running configuration. So what is candidate configuration? So whenever you make any changes, okay, you make any, for example, you are creating security policy, you are changing host name, or you are configuring anything. If you're configuring anything, and if you click on OK button in Palo Alto, if you click on OK button, if in case, Ajit, if you are working with Fortinet, for example, in case
Uh-huh.
you are working with Fortinet, so in Fortinet, if you configure anything and if you click on OK, configuration is live. In
Okay.
Fortinet, yes, in Fortinet, if you click on OK, configuration is live. But in Palo Alto, whenever you are configuring anything, like you are creating policy, you are creating zone, you are configuring interfaces. Okay, whenever you're configuring anything, for example, if you click on management, let's change host name, for example, change host name. So you can click on edit. You can change host name. So PAVM 888 something. You can click on OK. So whenever you change anything and click on OK, so this configuration, it's a part, this configuration is available in candidate configuration. Okay. So you can see, for example, if you click on OK, now if you check host name information, so you have your host name PAVM 100, right?
100.
But in our new configuration, we are using PAVM 888 something, right?
Yeah.
But it's not available here because this configuration, it's not live. This configuration is a part of candidate configuration. Clear? Clear?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if you click on commit, if you click on commit button, so this configuration, now this configuration is a part of running configuration. So
Okay.
whenever you click on commit button, now your configuration will be part of running configuration.
Running configuration.
Now, so why we are using candidate configuration option? That's why we are using this concept, candidate configuration. So, for example, I'm a firewall administrator and I want to configure, I want to create multiple policies. I want to configure some interfaces. I want to create some rule. But I will commit my configuration in evening. For example, when there is no traffic is traveling through my Palo Alto firewall box, then I will commit my configuration. So, for example, see, I don't want to commit right now because maybe if I'm trying to commit, maybe I can face some issue, right? With policies, with
Yeah.
NAT policies. So that's why what I'm doing as a firewall administrator, I'm configuring lots of things. I'm configuring policy, I'm creating rules, I'm creating object. But these configuration, I'm not trying to use as a live. Okay, I will commit my configuration in evening when there's no traffic is traveling through my Palo Alto firewall box. Clear? So
Okay.
what you can do, you can configure a lots of things, and these configurations are available in candidate configuration.
Candidate.
So now, for example, if multiple administrators are working, okay, Multiple administrators are working onto this Palo Alto Firewall box. And if you want to verify any configuration information in candidate configuration database, so how you can verify? For example, you are a main administrator, right? And there are two other administrators. They are working with this. They are working with this Palo Alto Firewall box. So if you want to verify config database information, so you can click on device. You can click on config audit, and now you can compare. See, running configuration and candidate configuration. So you can compare both the database, and you can compare with context. For example, I want to compare with for last 5 line. I want to compare with last 10 line, 20, or all. So right now I want to compare with last 5 line. You can click on go.
So once we commit also, we can compare with both candidate and running configuration.
If you commit your configuration, so there's no any information available in candidate configuration. I will show you. Right now there is no commit. See, right now we have a default. We have this host name. Right now, okay. Now I will commit. Okay, but right now host name is PAVM100. Clear point? Okay.
Okay. We didn't do the commit right now.
Yes, we can do this, but see, let's compare first. So here we have two databases, right? Running configuration and candidate configuration. So in running configuration, we have host name PAVM100, right?
Yeah.
Right now we are using PAVM100. But in candidate configuration, PAVM888 something, and this changes is made by admin account. This is date and time is available. So now let's commit our configuration. For example, let's commit our configuration this time. So once you commit your configuration, so this configuration will go into the running configuration. So no any information is available in candidate configuration. We can verify it. We can verify.
So this option is like before we submit the commit command, we can compare the configuration.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes, you can compare. You can verify. We can verify.
Verify the
what configurations are available. Yes.
Available.
Now what configurations are available or are in candidate configuration, you can verify before commit. Now you can see host name is changed, right?
Yeah.
Now this time, if I'm trying to compare my I'm trying to compare running configuration and candidate configuration this time. So you can see we are getting a message.
Okay.
We are getting a message. These versions are identical. It means there is no any configuration available in candidate configuration. Database is equal.
Okay. It's like a Palo has a two configuration part, 2 copies of the real configuration. So one is candidate, one is
running configuration.
So when we do any update or anything, is first updating on the config.
It's a part of candidate configuration.
Version. Once if you did the commit, it will copy to the.
It's a live. It's a live, or you can say it's a running. It's a part of running configuration. Yes. Clear now?
Yeah. So once if you want to make any changes before we are to do before commit the command, right? So once if do the commit, we cannot do the editing, right?
See, once you do commit, so now configuration is live. In case if you want to revert, so yes, I can show you. If you want to revert or if you want to restore other configuration, you can. But once you click on commit button, your configuration is live now.
Live. Okay.
Clear now?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about role-based access control. So what is role-based access control? So we can create multiple firewall administrator. For example, to manage this Palo Alto Firewall box, we have multiple administrator. I can create multiple. For example, I can create admin 1. I can create admin 2. So I can create 2 administrator to manage this Palo Alto Firewall box. No problem. But I want to define different level of access, or you can say I want to define permission. For example, this L1 administrator, he is L3 administrator, you can say. Okay, he's a L3 administrator. So he can do, whenever he will log in into this Palo Alto Firewall box, he can do any changes. You can say he has full access. Okay. He is a L3 administrator. But what about admin 2? Admin 2 is a L1 administrator, for example. He is a L1 administrator. So he can log in into the Palo Alto Firewall box, but he can only verify the configuration. He cannot change anything. You can say he has only viewed the configuration. He cannot change anything. Clear my point?
Yeah.
The task. So see, here we can create administrator, no problem. But to define the level of access, or you can say, but to define the permission, we can create here admin profile. We can create admin profile. Admin profile. Now, for example, I'm creating a profile L3 admin. It's just a name. You can use any name here. Your name, my name, anything.
Okay.
L3 admin. It's just a profile name. Okay.
Okay.
Into this admin profile, we can attach permission. For example, I'm trying to attach full access permission. And this profile we can attach with admin 1. This profile we can attach with admin 1. So whenever admin 1 will log in into this Palo Alto Firewall box, he has full access. He can do any kind of changes. Now I can create one more profile. It's called L1 admin profile. L1 admin profile. And into this profile, I can attach some permission. For example, I can add read access permission. And this profile I will attach with admin 2. So whenever admin 2 will log in into this Palo Alto Firewall box, he can only read the configuration. He cannot change anything. Clear, Ajit?
Yeah. So
yes.
That we have to mention in the profile.
Yes, in profile we can mention the permission.
Mention that permission.
Yes. Now let's do a lab, okay, for this role-based access control. Okay. So now here we have a default admin account, right? Yeah. Default admin account. Default admin account name is admin. And now you can see here in device tab, if you click on device tab, so here we have option admin role and administrator. So we have two options, administrator and admin role. So if you click on administrators, so you can get all administrators information. So here we have a default administrator account. It's called admin. And with this account, we have our predefined role. With this admin account, we have our predefined role. It's called super user. Remember always, if any administrator has super user profile or super user role, so he can do anything. Clear my point? Yeah. He has full global access. You can say he can do any kind of changes. Okay, so super user, it's a predefined profile. Predefined admin profile, you can say. But these are what? Wait. But these are called what? Custom profile. Custom. L3 admin, L1 admin, these are called custom profile. So now let's create our profile first. You can click on admin role. You can click on add. And now here you can give a name for this profile. You can give a name. For example, I'm giving a name L3 admin. L3 admin. It's just a name. Okay. And you can see these options. See, dashboard, ACC, monitor, okay, policies. These options are available here. So now you can see, you can take an action. For example, enable. Green option is what? It's enable, read only action or disable action. So right now into this profile, I'm trying to enable all the options. Okay. I'm trying to enable all the options. See, for example, network tab, you can click on OK. Everything is enabled, green. You can click on OK. So into this L3 admin profile, I'm trying to enable all the options. Clear my point? Yeah. Right. Now let's create one more profile. It's called L1 admin profile. Into this L1 admin profile, it's just a name. Into this profile, I'm trying to disable. For example, policy tab. If you click, it disable. Object disable. Network disable. Device disable. Okay, and I want to disable commit option. You cannot commit. So now into this profile, I'm trying to disable these tab options. See, policy, object, network, and device. These options are not available into this profile, into this L1 admin profile. So into this profile, you can check here. Wait, into this profile, these options are available. Dashboard, ACC, monitor. These options are available. Only these options. Now let's create this profile, this custom profile. You can click on OK. And now I'm trying to create administrator. For example, you can click on add. You can click on add, and now I'm creating an administrator as admin one. Admin one. Wait. Admin one. Password 123 123. So either you can go with dynamic or you can go with default role option. Ajit. Ajit.
Yeah, I can.
Either you can go with this default option, or here you can click on role base.
The role base. Okay.
So
Then we can select the profile.
Yes. So you can attach your profile, L3 admin profile. I'm trying to attach with this admin one. You can click on OK. Now let's create one more administrator. You can click on add. Now admin 2. Password I'm using 123 123. Role base access. Now I'm trying to attach L1 admin profile with admin 2. You can click on OK.
Okay.
Now let's commit our configuration. Commit our configuration. And now for testing, I can log out and log in again. I can try to log in with admin 1 and admin 2. Wait. Now I'm trying to log out. I'm trying to log out and log in again with admin 1 account. So admin 1, password 123 we are 123 we are using. So if you remember, with admin 1 account, we have a profile L3 admin profile, remember?
Yeah.
And in L3 admin profile, we have full access. So this administrator can do anything. He can go anywhere in the firewall box. He can do any kind of changes. Let me show you.
That profile is only for monitoring, or just for he can create the admin account and all? No.
We have admin 1. With admin 1, we are using L3 admin profile. Okay, L3 admin role. And in L3 admin role, if you remember permission, for everything it's allowed. For everything. Okay. Let me show you. See. You can see user name is admin 1. And for admin 1, all options are available, right?
Yeah.
So this administrator can do any kind of changes.
Oh, okay.
This administrator can go into the network tab, can configure interfaces, can go in object, can create object, can click on policies, can create NAT policy, security policy, authentication policy. Let me show you. Wait.
Anything you can do.
Yes, because if you remember, with admin 1 account, we have our profile. It's called L3 admin role, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wait. So
my question was like, it's only for monitoring, or he can do as a
no, he can do anything. It's not monitoring.
Yeah.
He can do
anything.
That's
what
okay.
my question.
Okay. You're talking about you were talking about read only permission, right? Disable.
Yeah. No.
Actually, we have three options. Actually, we have three options. See, we have enable, right?
Yeah.
Read only and disable.
Disable. Okay.
So disable means what? This tab is not visible here. Okay.
Visible.
And read only means what? Can see all the things but cannot change anything. Yes. But right now we are using enable option for everything. We are using enable option. So this administrator can view the configuration and can change anything.
Okay.
Can change anything. For example, see, if you click on a network tab, you can click on interface. In case if you are trying to edit any interface, so for example 1/2, you can click and you can see you can edit, no problem. See, so let's try to log out. Let's try to log out and log in again. Log in with admin 2. Log in again, but with admin 2 account. So with admin 2 account, we have a profile L1 admin profile. And in L1 admin profile, policy, okay, object, network tab, and device tab, these options are not available. Okay, it's a disable, right?
Disable.
So
Okay.
let's verify. Let's verify.
Okay. We can
See,
only.
admin account is what? Admin 2, right?
Yeah.
The name is
So only
admin.
dashboard.
And dashboard, HCC, and monitor. These options are not available.
Only.
Clear? This practical.
Yeah.
This RBAC concept. I hope it's clear. What is RBAC? Okay, let's try to log out. So I'm trying to log in with main administrator admin account. So I hope this option is clear. What is role-based access control?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can go for DNS configuration. So in case if you want to configure DNS, if you want to create configure DNS entry into Palo Alto Firewall box, so you have two options. Either you can go with the graphical page or you can go with the CLI option. See, with graphical page, what you can do, wait. Okay, this will take time. So through CLI, what we can do, you can click on, you can type set device config, system DNS setting, servers, primary and secondary DNS server entry you can create. This is CLI option. I hope it's clear, this command syntax, Jeet.
Yeah.
Now, graphical will take time. So let's configure through the CLI option. So I'm trying to create entry for DNS.
DNS.
So set device config, system DNS setting, servers, primary, for example, 199, or primary DNS server is 99.99.99.100. Secondary DNS server is 2.2.2.2. You can press enter. Now you can commit your configuration.
Okay.
So through CLI, set device config, system DNS settings, servers, primary, you can create primary entry and you can go for the secondary option. Now with graphical page, let's verify with graphical page. Now for DNS entry, you can click on device.
Device. Okay.
You can click on setup. You can click on services. In services, here see, in services, you can click on edit button. Remember our DNS entry through CLI?
Yeah.
See, entry is available.
Oh, okay.
Right? Now, in case
Yeah.
if you want to change DNS entry here, so graphically, so yes, you can change. For example, I want to use 99.99.99.150, and secondary DNS server is 8.8.8.8. For example, you can click on okay. In case if in your network, if you have an NTP server, and in case if you want to synchronize your time, time with NTP server. So yes, you can check your connectivity, then you can define NTP server information here. NTP is what? Network time protocol.
Network time.
So you can create an entry in case if you are using authentication method on NTP. So you can define. If you remember NTP concept from Pcnse classes, so we have two type of authentication: clear text and MD5. So you can select.
Okay.
But right now I'm telling you how to create a DNS entry. DNS entry with graphical page. So you can create and you can click on OK.
Okay.
Clear now my point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So after DNS entry, now we can focus on dynamic updates, software updates. Let's continue this topic tomorrow. Ajit, okay?
Okay. That's
Tomorrow,
good.
same time. Bye, dear. Take care.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Good night, dear. Bye.